So Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema are, of course, in the news for holding up the infrastructure bill. Joe Manchin's now saying that the furthest he'll go is $1.5 trillion in further spending because he doesn't want to create an entitlement mentality within the country.
Mm-hmm.
And so Joe Manchin,
except for his daughter.
right, exactly. Well, yes, of course. But he has a yacht apparently, and he was hanging out on his yacht, and I don't know where he was hanging out on his yacht. I don't know if this was in West Virginia. This doesn't look like anywhere in West Virginia. He asks if anyone is from West Virginia when he is from the yacht, but I'm not sure exactly where this was. But wherever he was hanging out on his yacht, and some kayakers rowed out to visit him and ask him about his support or lack thereof for the $3.5 trillion spending bill. And so let's take a look at this interaction here.
Oh, it's not called the corporate tool?
Yes, we have a lot of West Virginians.
God bless you all. But gang, we're working hard. We really are. We're going to continue to in good faith. We want to get a good bill. It's a balanced bill. It's well done. And I know it won't be enough for some, and it'll be too much for others. In West Virginia, West Virginia is a little bit different than it used to be.
There's a lot of poverty. What are you going to do for the poor in West Virginia?
We're going to be working everything we can to create good opportunities.
And we need to tax the rich.
Well, I agree with that. I definitely agree. That's the one number thing we should be doing is fixing the tax code so everybody pays their fair share. We should be also negotiating for lower drug prices. We should be doing all these things. I agree with you 1,000%. We're on the same page, gang. We really are.
I love that. We're on the same page from his yacht, literally looking down on them from his yacht. Yeah, no, we're all on the same page here. Look where I am. Look where you are. We're all the same. We're on the same.
You know what
he should have said? He should have said. We're all in the same boat.
Yeah,
that would have been a more apt metaphor to use there.
Look, there's America. We all have a boat. Some of us have a bigger boat than others, but we all have a boat. We're all in the same one.
And the America I believe in, if you work hard enough, you can have a boat like this someday. Until then, enjoy your kayak.
You start with a kayak. I used to kayak when I was a boy.
And look where I am. That's because this is the greatest country on earth.
Well, we have here. Let me just explain on that one. We will get to that eventually, but right now we need to take care of some broken.
Eventually, old people can have hearing aids. Yeah. So at some point, that is our North Star. Eventually, one day, when we reach the mountaintop, senior citizens will be able to get tooth fillings, eyeglasses, and hearing aids. We're going to get there. I promise. I promise.
One day we're going to have control of all three branches of government and be able to do. Oh, wait. Well,
he doesn't even play that game. I mean, he's just like, it's just like,
it's so, I mean, it just shows you like what an evil motherfucker to be like. He knows he can't be like, well, I don't think we should tax the rich. So, I mean, he doesn't vote that way. He's going to go, I agree. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. He should this could be a real like comedy set. Like says, no, tax the rich. Really? Absolutely. Reaches down, pulls out a giant cigar, starts lighting it from his yacht, little flute of champagne, we're going to tax the rich. Absolutely.
We're taxing the rich. I agree. We're going to make the rich and the famous pay.
Yeah, the famous. Those Hollywood types.
And that over 10 years is $6 trillion, right? $6 trillion. And we're talking about
how much do you think that we spend every year on non-discretionary, basically non-defense? Just as much.
Just as much. Listen, listen. We spend just as much money investing in our people as we do bombing Muslims. Okay, just as much. Those are of equal
and that
import.
seems a little excessive, doesn't it?
Do you understand that early childhood education here and dragging Gaddafi through the streets of Libya and sodomizing him till he's dead? Do you understand that those are equal priorities to this government? Do you understand that one of those is not more important than the other? Okay, so just control yourself. Just pipe it down. I mean, unbelievable. We're almost done. Let me just play this out, and then we'll do more, because this is almost done at this point. 30 more seconds.
Really not enough.
Do you know we pay? Let me just give you all this.
But I'm just saying we can afford. If we can afford
Let me just tell you. Let me give you one little bit of information. Okay, so
Wait, I got one little bit of
to you now.
information for you. The Republicans are likely to take over
that's a
the
shame,
Senate.
because if all this
We don't.
stuff
This is
happens,
like
we
this
should
is
win
our
everything.
one
But you're
chance
not gonna
right
deliver
now
if
to
we don't
pass
deliver.
the
You think they won't
legislation.
repeal it? If we don't do it right, do you think they won't repeal it as soon as they take over? If, you're
If
afraid
you
of
don't
taking
pass
over-
this, we're gonna
Yeah,
lose the
they're not
midterm.
going to pass things like this for the people. They're not.
Let me
This
give
is
you
our
this.
chance.
We
can't wait.
A mealy mouth motherfucker. Where's Joe Pesci when you need him?
I mean, given the angle that he had, where he was in relation to them, they should feel lucky that he didn't literally piss on their face.
Yeah.
Because he could have done it. He had an opportunity. Some may say
yeah.
a golden opportunity
Yes.
to just lean back and let it rip.
That was quite a symbolic moment. I mean, it's always amazing when people don't realize. I mean, I guess Joe Manchin on some level wants to feel or likes to think that he's a man of the people, so he doesn't have to hide from his voters, right? Like that's like really. I mean, I think he's probably that self-deluded, because how else could you not think about the optics of standing up on your yacht and talking down to these voters, begging you to pass?
That's true. I mean,
how do you not just avoid that whole situation?
He should have
Like,
just
you've gotta
advertised
really
that in
have it in-
advance. Joe Manchin will be appearing on his yacht today for a town hall with
to
the
address
people.
voter concerns.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe wherever you saw it, on YouTube, on Rumble, or on Facebook. We have channels on all three of those platforms. Also, consider helping us create more content by becoming a member at patreon.com/do-dissidents, or on Facebook, where you can become a supporter right through our Facebook page and get bonus content every week, as well as call-in access to our live stream shows. Thank you very much for your continued support.